The last time I ended a Greensand Way section at Earlswood station, I said that I wanted to quickly reverse just to tick off Salford station as well, but the return train was cancelled, so I didn't do it. Luckily, I knew that I would be coming back here at some point, so I've managed to do it now. Although I'm still actually half an hour behind because there were some cancelled overground trains this morning. Holy Christ, this looks like one of the worst steps up ever. Oh boy! And here we are. I'm surprised it's taken until the 5th section of the Greensand Way for me to begin one at the same place I ended a section at. I'll give the same introduction I always do in case you're unaware. The Greensand Way is a 108-mile footpath from Hazelmere in Surrey to Ham Street in Kent. And this is my 5th section along it that will take me towards Oxted today. And I'll spoil it now. I think this is going to be a fairly mundane section with nothing too notable along the way, so it's going to be a bit more of a chill walk, a bit more of a passage of discovery, and it might even be a bit of a shorter video because I think some of my recent ones have been some of the longest I've ever made. Maybe this isn't the most glamorous start to the walk. Got a pretty dank subway to take underneath the railway. It does become nice quite quickly though, as I enter the meadows, and I think through here we should have the Redhill Brook. Yes, there it is. Oh, I didn't need to go traipsing in there. I could have carried on for literally 5 more seconds and gotten a better view of it. So there we go. That's our first Greensand Way footpath sign today. I hear a plane up there, and you might think it's coming from Gatwick Airport, but no, there is actually a Redhill aerodrome nearby. Ah, well, this is delightful. I can still hear the trains at Earlswood back there. I don't think this is going to be as hilly of a section as pretty much all the others have been so far, so it should just be a lot of rural countryside, hopefully. What's that out there? Looks like some old farmhouse building of some sorts. Actually, there's another one further along, and that definitely looks like a pillbox to me. I don't know why it looks like there's a swing set next to it though. So yeah, that must be a pillbox as well, which will make sense if the aerodrome is just over that ridge basically. So there's the Redhill Brook flowing underneath me again. I do have a slightly hairy section of road walking here. Oh, is this an old pub? Oh, it doesn't look open. King's Hill it's called. Oh no, it's King's Mill. I read it wrong. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks like an old mill. It's follow the pipe time, I guess, on this public footpath. I don't know where this is leading me to. That's a neat little treehouse. Here's where all the pipes are. Going down into someone's property. I have to go this way and over the stile and then over the railway. This is as close to a hill as I've got today yet. Climbing a railway embankment. Alright, look left and right, see if it's safe to go. I think it is. See a station down there. We'll be down there in a moment. Well, I can tell you one thing for certain, and that is you don't want to be walking this section in winter, because imagine just how awful this would be to walk across. It kind of is now. I'm still kind of sinking down into it. I need to get through this gate. But even the public footpath sign is mostly being ripped off. This isn't very well maintained. And that station is Nutfield, which lies on the line in between Redhill and Tunbridge. It used to be Southeastern until 2008 when it got transferred over to Southern. And I took a walk along this line last year, one that was known as the Eden Valley Way, from Edenbridge to Lye stations. Even though it's spelt like Lee, you would think it would be pronounced like that. It's not. It's telling a lie. There's 3 other stops on this line I've not used yet, including Nutfield, so I will come back here one day for another walk, which I think now makes this maybe one of 5 or 6 stations which I've passed but not actually used yet. We've definitely done that with a couple on the East Suffolk line. I've done that with West Byfleet and Brookwood. When I did a canal walk, I came off of it just to see the stations like 3 years ago. Bishopstone, I think, is another one. So they're all future walks. Nutfield will be another one now. Oh, well, you know this is going to grab my attention. On the side of this house, there's an old London bus stop. The 26 and the N26 calls here, apparently. Wow, that's a nice looking lodge. I saw the white tower peeking out a second ago and I wondered what it was, whether it was a clock tower or some sort of old water tower. No, it's just attached to a property. This is kind of my first proper climb of the day, if you ignore the railway embankment. And all of a sudden, the tranquility gets broken, because I'm now having to pass underneath the M23. I somehow just took a more direct route than the Greensand Way. I climbed this road, but I was actually meant to come out of this path here, out of them fields. Don't quite know how I got on the wrong path in the first place, but I guess it was slightly quicker for me, even though that was actually quite a tough climb actually. Oh, and then the Greensand Way takes this footpath, but I wanted to head out along the road so that I could at least see the village of Bletchlingly. It was worth coming up here purely to get a shot of Bletchlingly's village sign. You know what? This is a nice enough little place. I'm glad I came up here to at least see it. I'd recommend if you were walking this part of the Greensand. Ooh, okay. This is going to require a lot of willpower and effort. But up here I should have my only real hill, I think, of the entire day. Hopefully there'll be some good viewpoint, perhaps. Okay, well, it's worth it so far. We do have a good view. I'm wondering whether I'm actually looking back towards Live Hill all the way over there, the highest point in Surrey, which we visited on section 3 of the Greensand Way. Wow, that is a drop. I do not want to misplace my foot along here. Let's keep well away from it and stick to the path. There we go. Those are some of the views I'm more accustomed to seeing on the Greensand Way. But I think along here would be the only bit today where we really get this. I did just look at the map and saw that I'm just south of a place called Godstone, or Godstone Green, which I have been to before on the lowish floor bus running day from a couple of years ago. And I had no intention of actually doing a walk through that area. So it's nice that I visited it and now I'm doing a walk just south of that area just to get another part of the map complete for me, I guess. I remember it was the Euros final that day, and today is England's first match in the World Cup against Croatia. I think I'm going to miss kickoff though. Perhaps I'll make the second half. Oh, there's a couple of deers over there. Oh, they're running away. And that one's dead. Just. Oh, it looks like we might have a pillbox down here. It's quite disguised, but it definitely looks like it could be. I mean, last time on the Greensand Way, I came across a record number of these. Yeah, I feel like I can't get a good shot because it's just so covered in shrubbery. Okay, that's probably as good as I'm going to get it, I guess. This is a new Greensand Way footpath sign for me. I've not seen one with a mill depicted on it before. Wow, what a solitary public footpath sign this is. Right in the middle of the fields. I would say this is a glorious section, but it's really hot. I love it, but maybe part of me would also quite like to be in the woods. Oh, it's nice to come across a bit of water here. Got a nice pond. This is reminding me of Godstone. I remember just having enough time to rush down a public footpath to find some water before the next bus. Okay, well, this just feels like a road crossing that's never going to happen. What makes this worse is that it's basically just gone 5 PM. Everyone's coming home from work. I took a risky run, so it worked out. But yeah, you could be standing there for hours. I was hoping for anything but a grade crossing. Bridge, underpass, but nope. So I've now made it to Tandridge, which I have heard of, despite it being a really small village. And that's because it gives its name to the local district council. I guess the reason for that in this case is that the local parish church gives so much more weight to the name that it ends up just giving it to the district council. A similar example of that is in London when they were coming up with the new boroughs. They named one Havering, which is just a very small village, and they went with that name rather than like a more major town in the area like Romford. Well, Tandridge has a beautiful looking pub here, the Barley Mow. I'm loving the green on it. This is a curious bridge. Whenever I come across one like this, I immediately think it's an old disused railway, but it wouldn't be in this case. Oh, look at the little rabbit. It's so small. I really want to hold it. It's just chilling. Oh, we got a couple donkeys here as well now. I wasn't expecting so much wildlife near the end of this walk. Well, I almost missed this village sign. One for Broadham Green there. I was just cutting right across the green itself. I saw it from the back. Well, it seems I'm not just on the Greensand Way for this final bit, but the Greenwich Meridian Trail as well. And both trails will also take me alongside the River Eden into Oxted. Now, this does give its name to Eden Bridge, the Eden Valley Way, which I walked last year, which I mentioned earlier. So it's good to see it here. So I've made it to Oxted now, or more specifically, Master Park, for the first time in 7 years. Oxted lies both on the East Grinstead and Uckfield branch lines, and this is the first stop for the Uckfield trains after Croydon. The East Grinstead trains pick up all of the local stations, so I did change here between the two lines. I remember that there was a Network Southeast logo still on the old signal box. We'll go and see if that's still there in a moment. But I thought I would pick up the opportunity real quick to tick off the only remaining station on the East Grinstead line for me, just so when I come back to Oxted next time for the next Greensand Way section, I could potentially get one of the fast trains from Croydon. Well, I can see the Network Southeast logo, but Oxted's one of them weird stations where you can't get to the other platform unless you go through the ticket barriers and out the other side, so I'm genuinely not going to get a better shot than what I just did. It'll have to be for next time when I'm actually on that platform. I've just noticed there's a tiny little siding here though, and this Thameslink train has been here for quite a few minutes. I think it's about 10 minutes late now. I don't know why it's not leaving. If it doesn't, mine is not going to arrive. Good. That's all good. That is also good, and it's good. Well, this is it. The station I wanted to tick off, Woldingham, which opened 1 year later than Oxted in 1885 and was originally known as Marsden Park. And I was the only one who got off here at this time, because everyone's basically going into London to watch England play. Now, I'm fairly certain that Woldingham is the only remaining station that's one stop outside the Oyster Zone, which I've not ticked off before. I'm gonna have to like retrospectively go through every line out of London in my head and think what the first station is outside the Oyster Zone to see if that's true or not. I guess the reason why I've never ticked off this station is because I've done walks around the edge of the London border, and of course we've now done one south of here through Oxted, or we'll pick up that walk from Oxted at some point, but I just never planned one around this little area. So in the half an hour I have here, I'm going to take a small walk around to see what it has to offer. Funnily enough, there is actually a walking map outside of the station. You can see that it is quite rural around here. I've spotted a North Downs Way, and I have done that section. So again, I didn't really think of any other walks for this bit. I guess also because it's only one stop outside of the oyster zone, I would just do a walk in the oyster zone. It didn't make much sense for me to come outside of it just one stop. Oh, there is a little viaduct. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to try and hunt that down. Wow, this is truly quite something on the London bound platform. There's an exit which just brings you out to that view. Oh, hello. They've all come over for a drink. There's not enough space for all of you. Oh my god, there's loads. It's like their own private driveway to Woldingham Station. This is so surprising. Ah, so it seems like there might be a school up there. And then there's just absolutely no indication that Woldingham Station's up there at all. I've never seen like such a private entrance to a station before. Oh wow, look at these lot. Well, I better not get too distracted and miss my train. I mean, I can see the little doorway up there to the platform. Well, there we go. Thank you for joining me for another section of the Greensand Way. Who knows, maybe we'll do a walk through Woldingham at some point. But before that, I will head back to Oxted and do section 6. I do have 6 remaining now. I do like doing 2 of these every year, although I only did 1 last year, so I'll try and rectify that by doing 3 this year. So hopefully there will be at least 1 more by the end of the summer. I'll see you then.
We are now approaching Upper Warlingham.
There's smoke over there as well, I just noticed that. And planes into Gatwick.